I'm Michael Fairman from On Air on Soaps, and today I'm the special correspondent for FrontiersLA.com at the Trevor Live event here at the Hollywood Palladium. Of course, the Trevor Project is a wonderful organization, does great work, and lots of celebrities are anticipated to be here on the red carpet tonight, and we're going to try to nab them to get some fun little tidbits for you. Stay tuned. I'm with Abby Land, who's the big mucky muck. You're the head of the head. Unbelievable what you've done with the Trevor Project. Seeing this come to fruition and this gets bigger and bigger every year, you must be so proud of what's going on.
You know, I am so proud, and really it's because of an incredible board of directors. For so many people that were here before me have really created this legacy of the Trevor Project, and I'm honored to be here tonight and part of it now. But the work that we do is so important. You know, even in a place like Los Angeles, where you would think everyone is fine, there are many young people that are calling us. They're scared. Their parent is rejecting them. Their best friend is like horrified now. And we're there one phone call away that just says, you know, the way you are perfect, and the future begins now with this call. And so it's tremendous.
The Trevor Hotline. We're talking about the Trevor Hotline.
The
so Katy Perry's the honorary night. Are you a big Katy Perry fan?
I am. I just seen her film a few times.
Me too.
Yeah. And you know, she is she's just really so inspirational. You know, she so believes in her fans, and she so believes in people just being who they are. And for her to accept was just an honor. And I've actually had a chance to spend a little time with her as a person too. And
these are the perks of
the job. It is the perk of the job, but she is really just the way she is. She is sincere and upfront and just so empowering. And I mean, the song Firework, you know, you can't speak more to many of the young people who are watching
Absolutely.
tonight.
Is that your favorite Katy Perry song then?
It is, actually.
That was the big question.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you inside.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right, Kevin McHale, Glee. When they cast you in the role in Glee, with your, first of all, I think you have one of the most amazing voices on the show.
Thank you.
So when they cast you in, did you know, like, I'm going to be bound in the wheelchair?
Yes, I did.
From the get-go?
Yeah, I auditioned sitting down and everything.
But when they came, you knew that going into the first audition?
Yeah.
It must be amazing getting to play that role. He has this amazing voice and all the stuff he goes through.
It was extremely exciting. So I had done nothing like that. And I think as an actor, you want to do things that aren't like you and are challenging and so excited. And so, I mean, then it went into panic, like, how do I not screw this up?
How do I
make that? The biggest crime in the world would be to do this and not play it appropriately and do it justice and accurately. So that was the next thing. How do I do that?
Right.
And then once I felt comfortable with it, here we are.
Now, do kids, you know, LGBT kids and what we're here for Trevor Project, do they love your character because he's the underdog on the show?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, there's some correlation there.
I think no matter what kind of group you're in, obviously the LGBT community has been incredible for our show, and from the very beginning we've been extremely supportive and putting things on TV that really have never been on TV. But I think that was the whole point of the show in the beginning, was to have all these characters who do represent, so even if you're not disabled or an LGBT community kid, like, you can relate to being an underdog and being in that crowd and not the most popular kid.
Right. Katy Perry's being on her tonight. Is she your favorite? Was she one of your favorites?
Yes,
favorite
I love
Katy
her.
Perry song?
E.T. Or the one that got away. I was in one of her videos.
You were in one of her videos.
Yes, I was in Last Friday Night. Which is also.
You were in Last Friday Night.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It was a blast, and she asked, and I was like, hell yes, when I'll be there.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Bye. So you got your chops, your feet wet. You got to act with everybody. Who's the most fun on the set?
Who's the most fun on set? That's hard.
Are they all fun? Or?
Everyone's super fun.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's
Are you fun?
super different. I hope so. I'd like to think I'm fun.
I think he's fun, probably.
I'll be fun.
So you're here tonight for Trevor Live.
Yes.
Amazing organization, Trevor Project.
Yeah.
Were you bullied as a kid, or knew people that bullied kids?
I can definitely relate to being a kid that wasn't really understood, didn't really click with anyone. But I mean, if I felt that way, I can only imagine how other people can feel it, because it does get a lot worse. But I just love that this whole thing tonight is about saving lives and about helping people stay here with us. So
stay with us.
Yeah.
Are you performing tonight?
I'm not performing tonight, but my castmates are, and I'm really looking forward to
you'll do woo woo in the audience.
Oh yeah, I'll be that guy.
Good to meet you.
You too.
Thank you. I'm with Ricky Lake. So the thing is, daytime. You're back on daytime with the talk show, and this landscape was so filled with so many things. Were you intimidated by the fact there were so many, and how to make yours unique with its own?
Well, when we agreed to do it, we didn't know how many there'd be, but
Shocking.
I just do what I do. I honestly haven't watched really any of the other shows. I just do the best I can at being true to myself, being authentic, doing hours of television that I think are meaningful, and hope for the best.
Were you picked on as a kid, like so many of the kids that called Trevor Lifeline? And what was it like for you growing up?
I wouldn't say I was bullied as a kid, but I certainly dealt with issues of being obese as a teenager and didn't get the guy, I wasn't extremely popular, but having John Waters, he was my version of Trevor Project. He sort of
your own
plucked
Trevor
me out of
Project.
obscurity, gave me a purpose, helped me to believe in myself, and yes, he was absolutely invaluable to me in my career.
And I heard you're a Katy Perry fan, like we all are.
I am. I'm also a Darren Criss fan.
Darren Criss fan,
So I mean,
I'm a big Darren Criss fan.
It's a great night. I was here last year when they honored Lady Gaga, and it's fantastic to see how big this has become. I've been around for a long time, and so I remember going to Trevor Project events 10 years ago. It was just a little
Trevor Project.
Yeah, exactly. So it's great to see it getting bigger and more attention for the cause.
I'm with Ken Campbell. He's the Trevor Live Chair. What an amazing event.
This is an amazing event.
I mean, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're streaming it this year. And
we're streaming it. I mean, I just finished talking to the live stream people, and we have hundreds of thousands of people who can't be here tonight watching all of this excitement, what's going on, which just helps elevate Trevor and our message and all of the amazing people who come support us.
And how did you first get involved with Trevor, and why did you?
Actually, about 6 years ago, I was at the precursor of this event. Saw something up on stage, got incredibly moved, went over to one of the tables where I knew one of the board members and said, how can I help? And I just had to get involved in this amazing organization.
Okay, whisper in my ear what the biggest surprise of the night will be.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Adam Shankman will kill me.
Okay, Adam Shankman will kill me, so I can't find anything else. Good to see you. I'm with Jessica Sanchez. Oh my God, what was that like for you with American Idol? It was between you and Philip, and you were standing there. Was it nerve-wracking? What was going through your mind?
It was somewhat nerve-wracking. I mean, I'm glad that it's finally over, because it was a lot of stress. But I'm so proud that he won, and he's doing amazing. So I'm very proud of him.
But your voice is so amazing. You knew at a young age that you were this powerhouse voice, because you're very young. But
even now, I don't see myself as
really
a crazy. I just love to sing. I mean, that's why I'm doing this, not for anything else, just because I love it.
Right. And I hear you're singing tonight.
Yeah.
But you can't say what you're singing, right?
I've already blurted out, so I'm singing Beautiful, and then I'm telling you, so there you go.
Was there any nerves, like It's Beautiful, the Christina Aguilera, right? You were like, and Christina's Christina. So.
It's a very big song, especially for this event. So, I mean, I'm hoping to, get the crowd up, and, hopefully they'll like it, so. And,
were you ever bullied as a kid, or knew kids that were going through a hard time that were bullied in school or anything?
I was always bullied throughout my years, always bullied, and I got homeschooled, and it went away, and now I worked hard at what I did, and people doubted me, and here I am now. So yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. I'll see you inside. Okay. I'm with Kat Graham. You look so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Was this an easy choice to decide on?
I decided on this about, a week or two ago.
Okay.
Yeah, Maria Luciohan. This is
really stunning.
Thank you. I want to do something a little
slinky sexy.
Slinky sexy.
I think you pulled it off.
Thank you.
Being here tonight, obviously Trevor Live, such an important event. The Trevor Project, such an important thing.
Huge event.
Why, I was bullied as a kid. Were you bullied as a kid, or did you go through?
I love it because everyone treats me like the gay man I am. It's so funny.
Well, I wasn't even thinking that you were the gay man that you are. I was just trying to find out some info.
I haven't, but a lot of my friends have. I was bullied a little bit, but not for
sexuality reasons.
Yeah, no, I think people just kind of.
I don't think I'd want
strange. Which they do now, but now I'm cool.
She's strange and cool.
I think that it's important in the LGBT community to support each other. I am on the council for GLAAD in Atlanta, and I work very closely with them. I try to be involved with everything from when we're doing the No Hate campaign to Trevor to anything that has to do with advocating. It's hard that still in 2012, we're about to be into 2013, that we're still
talking about this.
having to fight for something as simple as being treated as an equal, and that people have to question who they are at any point, whether they're bullied or not, that they even have to question who they are or who they choose to love. And I think it's so important that the Trevor Project is here, and that I feel like I'm with people that I love and people that share the same values as me, it's great.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to meet you.
Others for being homosexuals or whatever it might be.
And you are two volunteers of the Trevor Project, and your name is?
I'm Andy Viveros.
Say that one more time.
Andy Viveros.
That's a great name. And you?
Arutian Ambartsumian.
These names, I'm telling you. So tell me about being a volunteer with the Trevor Project and what it's meant. They're an amazing organization.
Absolutely. The Trevor Project is one of the, if not the vital organization for our LGBT community, and it's such a great honor to speak here tonight on their behalf.
You will be speaking.
Absolutely.
And what will you be speaking?
We'll be speaking a little bit about our personal stories and how we got to Trevor and why we think it's so important and why we're so dedicated with them.
Were you bullied? Was that Me Too?
We're sharing our stories. Yes, definitely. I think it's we're going to give a personal aspect so that the audience can relate to us and really get the aspect of Trevor and how it helps so many people.
All right. We'll see you inside.
Thank
you.
I know.
Look, it's Rachel. So we were talking about your dress and your posse, the men that were with you today.
Oh, my gabers.
Your gabers.
Yeah.
Everybody should have them.
They're the best. They're my favorite people on the planet. Yes, Jeff and Cameron.
They are. Mm-hmm. So your work is so phenomenal, so much fun. What's your favorite project? Was Hangover your favorite, or?
I think Hangover was one of my favorite projects, but it's weird too that I loved. I did a show called Archer. I did an animated voice on Archer, and that honestly is one of the most fun things that I ever did because I just loved that script. I loved that character, and it was ridiculous.
What did you play?
I played Rana, who was a big fat movie star, and everything she thought was amazing. And so that was really fun.
So tonight you're here for Trevor Live, amazing organization.
Yes.
I was bullied as a kid. Were you bullied as a kid?
I was not. Well, you know what? I wasn't. I wasn't gay or.
You weren't an outsider, maybe when you were.
No, but what's weird is that I've always felt terminally unique anyway, just because of family of origin issues. Hi, TMI.
TMI.
But for me, my sister was gay, and she went through a really hard time when she was in high school, and she could have benefited from an organization like this, and I think that my parents could have benefited from it. Because it's not just for the kids. Usually if you're a parent and you're saying, and like if your mom knew you were getting bullied but didn't know what to do because she was like, I don't know any other kids that are like him, like something, then she could have called and they would have said, oh honey, we're going to set you up with a bunch of people and find somebody in your town that's going to help you, that's going to connect you with people that are going to help your son feel more alike than dissimilar, and they're going to educate the rest of the students in his class so they don't, so they understand what their bullying is going to do.
Exactly.
It's tough.
All right, it is tough out there,
but I'm long-winded.
And you're long-winded. We'll edit that. No, we won't. So great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. All right, so glad you're here.
Yeah. I'm with Barrett, and so I see you got a tie the knot tie, or Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
He just gave one to me. I'm going to be wearing it later today. I'm going to kind of be replacing this one.
Is it part of a routine you're doing?
It's a routine.
A routine.
It's we are singing a song together called "Getting Married Today" from Company. We're getting married actually in the song today. Jesse, however, is freaking out about it. His character is freaking out about.
Not in real life that you're
not
getting
in
married
real life because
today.
that would be freaky to him and to me because we aren't engaged. But
he has a boyfriend.
He does have a boyfriend and
they're going to be married.
Engaged? I believe they are engaged with Justin Makita. Anyway, they're responsible for these ties, which is so cool. Anyway, so we're wearing matching bow ties for the number.
And so, being part of this Trevor Live and being here tonight and what the Trevor Project does, what would you have to say about that? And when you were a kid, did you experience bullying and all of that?
I mean, who didn't kind of experience bullying when they were a kid? So, but I mean, were there any resources like
there were none when I was a young lad, which was many eons ago. No.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think it's so great that like a gay or questioning youth can just pick up a phone and there's someone on the other end to kind of be there for them, to give them support, to give them actually real like facts and also some feelings. You know, like I think there's the logistical support, but there's also like the emotional support.
Right. All right. See you inside with your bow tie. Yeah, so you're here tonight, kind of hurt.
Yeah, I have a sprained ankle. I sprained my ankle at another charity event. So these charity events, you got to be careful.
Yeah, these charity events are bad news sometimes, but you're here because Trevor Live, obviously, Trevor Project, close to your heart. Were you bullied as a kid, like so many of us were? Or?
Well, you know, having leg braces and big blue glasses was not easy as a child. Never is. But right now, it's so important for all of us to come together and be able to use our voices to reach these LGBT kids that are in communities not like ours, not where you have all the support, and be able to get to them and say like, it's going to be okay. You know, they're scared and it's confusing, and all these people coming together just warms my heart. That people using their time, their money, their fame to say we love you and you're going to be okay.
You know, you've become so popular on the show. Did you expect this character that you play to become so uber popular? I mean, it really kind of took off.
I'm the biggest NCIS fan and I'm the biggest Abby fan. Like I am not her. I play her, but I wake up in the morning every day and I'm like, oh my God, I get to play Abby. Like, it's crazy. I'm obsessed with her. She's like a role model to me. I want to be her when I grow up.
What's your favorite thing about her?
Everything. I love everything about her. I'm obsessed with her.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care of your leg.
Yeah, I got a Marine here holding me up.
I'm with Betty Buckley, and so tonight, are you performing?
Yes, I am. I'm singing tonight, yeah.
Why is this organization close to your heart? I mean, obviously, I was bullied as a kid, and I'm sure you know many children that were bullied too.
I was bullied as a kid too, you know, for other reasons, for just being weird or strange and different. And I think the Trevor Project does incredible work. They, you know, have serviced and helped 35,000 youth this year alone in their crisis and suicide prevention hotlines.
You know all the facts.
I do. 2/3 of the people that call the Trevor Project are from urban areas that don't have access to the wisdom that we share here, and so it's important to get the word out.
It's fabulous to meet you.
Thank you. Nice
I'll see
to
you
meet you
inside.
as well.
I'm with Krista Allen from Revenge. So are you and Declan going to get back together?
Yes. Yes, I will, and I can say that, and it's not a spoiler because
I know.
Well, and because Charlotte and Declan sort of have this thing that will always be there.
Yeah.
They're each other's first loves.
Yeah. They're star-crossed.
Yes.
And tonight you're here, obviously, for Trevor Project.
Yes.
We were just talking to all the different celebrities about were they bullied growing up. Were you? Or were you one of the, you escaped it, or maybe had gay friends, or?
I did have gay friends, and I was never bullied, but I have a lot of brothers, and my brothers are very sort of traditional and conservative, and so growing up in Hollywood, I did have gay friends, and they would make comments towards my gay friends, and that was a bit like a mama bear standing up for her children.
Watch out
was
for
like,
her.
You do not talk about my friends, and you accept them, and you love them the way I love them. And so they're starting to get it a bit more, but not quite.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Good to see you. So tonight you're here. Is this a big thing? I mean, Trevor does amazing work.
Yeah, this is one of my, this is a cause that I support year round, and I just think it's really important to, I'm been in a relationship for 12 years, and I think, not only does, I think, what the Trevor Project does when people actually call on the phone save lives, but I think also being an example of having a full, healthy life as an out gay man or lesbian or whatever you are is powerful for people.
Do you remember when you were growing up, were you bullied as well? Or
Absolutely.
I mean, I was bullied terribly. So
yeah. I grew up in a small town in Ontario in Canada, and what I've realized though, the older, I'm 35 now, and the older I get, the more I realize I was surrounded by a lot of bullying, but I was also surrounded by a lot of love, and that was the thing that kind of got me here. And I think that unfortunately for a lot of people who call into the Trevor Project, they don't have that love and that support, and that's what the Trevor Project really does, is it extends a hand and lets these kids know that it will be okay.
everyone, to all the Trevor supporters out there. Without you, there would not be a destination for people that need some help. So thank you so much for making this possible.